What is cracking with you, YouTube? Cage TV back in the building with your man King Howie. And let's get into it. Now that we in the second round of the NBA playoffs, a lot of interesting matchups. Of course, the teams that I have going to the NBA Finals are still in it to win it, which is the Golden State Warriors and the Boston Celtics, or the Toronto Raptors. Either or, one of those. I think one of those two teams in the East are going to be contending for the title against the Golden State Warriors, barring any injuries with any of these teams. So let's start it off with the Milwaukee Bucks and the Boston Celtics. Of course, the Boston Celtics are up one, and a phenomenal team defensive strategy that Brad Stevenson, the head coach, came up with. I mean, the way that they play defense by slowing Giannis down, not letting him get to the paint with force like he usually does. You know, he really didn't get going until maybe the middle of the fourth quarter, almost the tail end of the fourth quarter, where he got his 22 points. Forced Giannis to shoot the 3-point ball. He knocked a couple of big buckets down, but it wasn't enough, man. Kyrie, I think he has his hands on his hands on the wheel in the driver's seat of this team, and he's directing them down the right path. Without Marcus Smart being hurt and Malcolm Brogdon on the Bucks being hurt, I think if Malcolm Brogdon was playing, this would be a different scenario because Brogdon can shoot the ball, he can play defense. The problem with the Bucks is Brook Lopez. You know, he's just letting Al Horford just have wide open 3-point shots. Al Horford is bullying them in the paint. Nikolai Mirotic is not that kind of guy. Chris Middleton is not that kind of guy. Brook Lopez is not that kind of guy. But you know, you got them dogs with Morris and Bynes and Horford down in the paint, and those guys just stepping up defensively. You know, Horford had 5 blocks. I mean, he was throwing Giannis shit all over the court. And, you know, Kyrie was hitting big shot after big shot. Even the guys on the bench stepped up. Gordon Hayward mixed it up a little bit and put some buckets up there. Giannis got dunked on by Jalen. It was just, man, it was a rough night for the Milwaukee Bucks. I could see if Boston don't run into no injuries or anything like that, because once if Kyrie goes down, which I think he won't. I mean, Kyrie looks great. He looks phenomenal right now. You know what I'm saying? Opposed to last year when, you know, he didn't finish out the playoffs. Actually, the season he went down, and now Boston looks great. I think Boston will take this in maybe 6 games, maybe 6, depending on, you know, ads that the NBA still need to sell on TV. Might go 7, because, you know, ratings are down by 18% with the NBA playoffs. Nobody's really watching these playoffs. I don't know how they fix that. The only way I could see them fixing that is stretching these series out between these teams. Next game. We got the Toronto Raptors and the Philadelphia 76ers. This is tough to try to break down because the X factor in this series is Lowry. Lowry just has his hands in everything on the court. You know, people gave him shit for not scoring no points in that playoff game. And, you know, he just came back on fire. And I think that him disrupting the flow of the Philadelphia 76ers offense, because once the ball gets in Joel Embiid's hands, everything stops moving. You know what I'm saying? You even see Jimmy Butler be like, I ain't gonna try to, move around or nothing because he gonna want to face up and try to take the guy to the hoop. Ben Simmons can't shoot. He's been trying to get a 3-point shot going, but I think it's a little too late for that. I mean, you're trying to shoot 3-pointers, practice on 3-pointers, and play during the playoffs. That just throws your whole game off because that's what you're gonna be thinking about when y'all down. Oh, I gotta hit a big three, and when you don't hit it, you lose confidence. Kawhi Leonard is playing great. Kawhi is being Kawhi, the top two-way player in the game right now. Siakam, Ibaka. I mean, shit. They got and they got Gasol. I'm just, Danny Green. They got some guys over there. They got some guys. Toronto got some guys over there, well coached. You really don't have to Kawhi don't really have to do much but just be Kawhi. The other guys got to step up. Fred VanVleet, you know what I'm saying? They got some guys. They got some guys. They got spot up shooters that work well with Kawhi Leonard. They got an aggressive guard. They got some tough dudes like Siakam that's gonna go out there and be that hustle player. They got Ibaka. They can move at the forward position and the center position. And then they got Gasol. They got Gasol. You know what I'm saying? So, the 76ers, I mean, I like the Tobias Harris move. I like the Jimmy Butler move. It's just that this team got put together at such a short notice of time that I think they're still trying to figure each other out. Because remember when Jimmy Butler came over there, Jimmy Butler was balling. He was hitting game-winner shots, and then Joel Embiid started complaining. It's like this team the 76ers don't know how to play cohesive together. That's the thing. Once Embiid gets the ball, everybody stops moving. It's like when LeBron get the ball, people just stop moving around. Nobody want to set no back screen and get a open corner 3-point shot or a baseline jump shot. Nobody's moving around. They just, let LeBron go ahead. Same thing they doing with Embiid. Let Embiid go ahead. I just want to help my team win. Go out here and put the ball in the hole and kick ass. Man, you getting your ass kicked. Next series. I didn't even say. I think the Toronto Raptors probably win this in 6. They probably win it in 6. Probably, maybe 5 or 6. I think the Philadelphia 76ers got that kind of the mentality to where they could mentally collapse in games, and I could see that happening with them. I could see them having a lead, then all of a sudden, the Toronto Raptors pull their shit together and come back and start leading by 15, and then you just see these fools just collapse. So I could see Toronto beating them in maybe 5 or 6 games. If you see my last video I just posted about James Harden, whew. Let's get into this Golden State Warriors and Houston Rockets. I think the Warriors going to probably win this in 5 or 6 games. They could stretch it to 7 if, James Harden decides to get hot or the referees help him out when they get home, when they play in their own home court. But I would like to see the Warriors sweep them, get them the hell up out of here. But I know the NBA got to pay their bills. They got to pay them bills. They need that ad money, commercial money. I could see the Warriors probably stretching this to about 6 games, winning it 4-2. And then this is the series that I am going to enjoy watching the most. The Denver Nuggets against the Portland Trail Blazers. Nikola Jokic against, I can't even call him Lame Lillard no more. I'm not going to call him Lame Lillard. He got past the first round. But if he let the Denver Nuggets embarrass him in this next series, trust and believe, brother. Your name is going back to Lame Lillard. But for now, we're going to call you Lillard. We ain't going to even use your first name. We're just going to use Lillard. Lillard is playing exceptionally well. I mean, that series against OKC, I mean, do I give them credit? I mean, yeah, I got to give them credit because they was two shitty ass teams that kept getting kicked out of the first round. One of them had to win. What do you do? So yeah, uh, I like the way the Portland Trail Blazers are playing. Enes Kanter is hurt, which I think it might be a small problem. They got some guys that could step up and get up in there, and make things happen. This would be a good time for them to have a guy like Ed Davis still with the team, but Ed Davis is gone. He's with the Brooklyn Nets, but Jokic, Jokic, a potential triple double every night can happen with this dude. um, Gary Harris could get hot. He could get hot, turn on the heat, get it going. Uh, Man, Jokic, Millsap and Aminu. That's gonna be a good matchup. But I don't think it's gonna be no matchup for Jokic. They're probably gonna try to double team him with Cantor and Aminu and I forget the other big dude they got on their team. Can't think of his name right now, but yeah, man. Dame, look, I already went back on my word. Lillard is gonna have to hit some big ass shots in this game. I think Portland can win. I'm gonna roll with Portland. Even though I did have the Spurs beating the Denver Nuggets, but man, this is gonna be one of the good series in the playoffs right here. Man, this is a tough call. But I think with Lillard and CJ McCullough, I think they could get it done. I think they could beat the Denver Nuggets, man. I really think they can. I really think they could beat the Denver. I don't trust Denver's point guard Murray. I don't trust him. You know what I'm saying? What game is he gonna get hot in? What half is he gonna get hot in? You know what I'm saying? He's one of those guys. He could be hot in the first quarter and then not show up for the rest of the game, or not show up at the beginning of the game and then get hot in the last 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So you're not gonna get no consistent ball play from him. Especially going against somebody like Lillard. You know, that's going to be a tough matchup for him. And Gary Harris trying to go up against CJ McCullough. Man, this is gonna have to be all Jokic, man. And the guys that Jokic passed the ball to, man, they're gonna have to hit their shots. Jokic is gonna probably have to put up maybe 35. He gotta at least have 15 assists just to keep them, competing with the Blazers. I think the Blazers is on fire. I think the Blazers are on fire right now. And I could see a Western Conference Finals being the Golden State Warriors and the Portland Trail Blazers. I can honestly say I could see that happening. So I'm going to go with the Portland Trail Blazers in probably 7. I'm going to give them 7 games because Jokic is not no joke. So we got Portland, Golden State, the Raptors, and, Giannis is such a freakish athlete, man. He might make this series a little competitive. But if Boston stay on their game plan of how they was defending the Greek Freak by, just having that 3-man wall and angling him off, you know what I'm saying, letting him get to the spots where they know he's not comfortable with shooting the ball. You know what I'm saying? That's why you see Giannis just shooting at the top of the key when he shoot his 3-pointers. If you move him around the perimeter, he ain't gonna hit them shots. So I'm pretty sure that Boston is probably gonna look over the film and they're gonna be like, okay, we're gonna start moving him to the left, move him to the right whenever he want to hit them big shots. I'm not saying Giannis can't knock him down because he's starting to get that touch with shooting the 3-point ball, but I just don't think it's gonna be effective right now. Just like Ben Simmons, he trying to learn how to shoot a 3-point ball, man. You're a little too late on that. Plus, the Raptors got defenders that could match up one-on-one with all of the with all of the players from the 76ers. I mean, they want Joel Embiid to get the ball. They want him. They want him doing all that flailing around and falling all over the place and getting his shot blocked and falling on his back, hurting himself. They want him being clumsy like that. That's how they won the first game. So I'm gonna stick with Boston, Raptors, Warriors, and the Blazers. This is your man King Howie. If you like what you heard, please like, please subscribe, and please comment. Oh, I'm gonna start having some giveaways, but I'm gonna make that. I'm gonna let y'all know that in the next Packer video that I do. You know, we're gonna be giving away some stuff during the season. You know what I'm saying? Probably link up at one of the games that I'm gonna be going to when we do the schedule. I'm gonna talk about the schedule again. Once the preseason is over with. Once the preseason is over with and we get it, we getting ready to get into that first week of football, then we'll know where all the chips are falling. You know what I'm saying? Where all the chips fell at with all these teams, who their starters going to be, who's going to be the guys that they going to run with on their 53-man roster. Right now, we can't tell. You know what I'm saying? So let's not, you know, I know a lot of Packer fans and especially YouTubers, they want to jump the gun on stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just like when, like, I still haven't seen Avengers Endgame. But a lot of these YouTubers have, and they've been all on, oh, this is a spoiler. I haven't even seen the movie yet, and I haven't even watched the spoilers, but you know how these YouTube motherfuckers do. This is your man, King Howie. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment, and I'm gone. Y'all have a good day.